everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to make this pretty card using our Wishing You Well stamp set. It is a stamp set that we have in our holiday catalog right now. I'm going to show it to you in the catalog right here. And it's really actually pretty versatile. I know it's in the holiday catalog and it does have some holiday sayings, but it also has wishing you well and sending you our thoughts and prayers and just a note. And because it is one of our distinctive stamps, it kind of gives some dimension without even having to change colors, and I'll show you that. You'll see it in the card a little bit just because it has that little bit of the faded kind of opaque look on some of the images you'll stamp down. So let me show you actually I'll show you a couple samples I made. They're from the catalog, just cased them from the catalog, and so these just shows you can make kind of all different occasions for these cards. So and you can sort of see that the way that this distinctive looks, it almost makes it look like a sheer ribbon. So it's a pretty cool stamp. The same thing with these, the bunch of leaves. It really looks neat. So we're going to get started and I'll show you that. Actually, first though, the paper that I used here, the designer series paper, is also from our catalog, the holiday catalog. And let me find it in here. I had it marked and then my catalog fell on the ground. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's part of the Joyous Noel suite, and it is right there. So it's a specialty designer series paper. It has some accents of copper foil on one side of some of the pages. So let me show it to you just briefly, really quick. So hold on a second. Okay. So it's got see the foil accents with those snowflakes with the deer. And then it's got these snowflakes. It's really, really pretty. The Merry Merlot is the red, and then Twinkle Tide is the green. And then this side, really pretty, those copper accents. And then the green. And then on the other side are more, some are very Christmassy, some are just leaves. And I think that's what's cool about it. You can really use it year-round to do any of the cards you do. So it is not just a Christmas, not just for use in Christmas. So let me get started showing you some of the parts we're going to need for this card. And so the first thing you'll need is a piece of Merry Merlot cardstock, and it measures at 8.5 by 4 1/4. And then I did score it in the middle at 4 1/4. I think, 4 1/4. And then you'll need another piece of the Merry Merlot, and it measures at 2.5. Oops, let's show you. 2.5 by 4 inches. Let me check that. Yeah, 4 inches. So you'll need that. And then you'll need some pieces of Whisper White. This piece of Whisper White measures at 4 inches by 4 inches. And this is going on the inside of the card. And then this for the front of the card. Let me get the card out too so you see. So for the front image, this is the piece you'll need. And it measures at 2 1/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then you'll need another scrap of white so you can stamp out the bow. And then you'll need a piece of the designer series paper that I was telling you about, the Joyous Noel, and it measures at 4 inches by 4 inches. You'll also need some of our pearls, which I've colored a few, but we'll need some pearls and dimensionals as well. So let's just get started on doing that. It's actually a very quick card to stamp, and I'm going to get a piece of scrap so I have something to stamp over on, and we'll get started. I'm going to stamp, I don't know what I'm calling these. I guess they're a bunch of leaves, and I'm stamping it with the soft suede. And I'm putting that just towards the top on that white piece. Okay, and you can see that it has the different dimensions of how, you know, that distinctive stamp looks. It's really cool. So you'll do that, and then we will take the Merry Merlot stamp pad, and we will stamp some flowers. So these are the flowers we're going to stamp. And they really don't even need to exactly match up. They kind of look good anywhere they are. And then I'm doing the sentiment Wishing You Well. So we're going to do that right just at the bottom. And then you can set that aside for a second, and you're going to need your scrap of Whisper White, and just to do the bow in the Tranquil Tide. So this is our bow stamp. I'm just going to stamp that down. And there you go. Oh, I love that color. It's so cool. And then I'm going to, actually what I'm going to do with this is just fussy cut it, but I've already done a few, so you don't have to watch me do that. So we will fussy cut that out and have this little bow. So I'm going to set that aside and just, oh, I forgot to do the inside of the card. The inside of the card, I'm also doing just a little accent on the inside of the card, stamping down our leaves again on the soft suede and kind of angling that in the corner, and doing the red flowers, the Mary Merlot as well, just on there to give it a little accent. Okay. And then now it's really just a matter of assembling the card and adding the accents. I'm going to take, this is your base, the piece that is measuring at 8.5 by 4 1/4. So we're just going to fold that down, and we're going to adhere the piece of Designer Series paper onto that, centering it just like so. Okay. And then we will also take this piece of Mary Merlot and center our stamped image on the front of that. Okay. And then we will just put, I flipped this over just on this side, and I put 4 dimensionals. I did 2 on the very bottom and 2 just a little further up. Sorry, my hands are all in that. And then what I did to make sure I got the card measured correctly, let me get that piece of paper out of the way, is I just use my ruler, or you can use another card, just to make sure that you don't make your card too big for your envelope. And I'm going to take off remove the backing off these things. Okay, so I set my card at 5.5 because you do want your card to measure 5.5 inches tall. That's as big as it can be to fit in the envelope. And then, actually I forgot, I did it like this. And put it right on the ruler, and then I want to make sure this piece doesn't get any higher than that 0, and that way it will still fit in my envelope. And then I'll just center it from the left to the right, and it is on there just where it needs to be. Then as far as the little bow, I'm going to take 2 of our mini dimensionals. Oh, there goes my piece. And I'm going to put them on the back of that bow, just like that. And I'll just put that right there. It's so cute. And then we will stick, actually first I'm going to put the inside in. So let's get the inside of the card in there. That really just adds like a pretty look to it right there. And then I'm going to add a couple of our pearls using the Take a Pick tool. So we just use that and pick them up and set them anywhere you like on there. Can you see that? Okay, good. Oops. This makes it so much easier if you don't have long nails, or, you know, it's just sometimes hard to pick up those pearls. So, and there you have it. It's all done. There's your little card using our Wishing You Well stamp set. And if you do want any of these products and you'd like to order them from me, my website is sabellastyles.stampinup.net. And at the end of the video, I will have the measurements as well as the item numbers if you want to order these products. Thanks for watching.